Now a milestone in the oil spill in the Gulf. It is now 100 days. 100 days filled with images we'll never forget. The loss of life on the burning rig, those first pictures of helpless birds, the dead turtles in the sand, the thick black tar that washed up on the beach. So where does it stand tonight? Well, as we first reported Monday, this week hopeful signs. This was the size of the spill at its height 1 month ago, and this week the oil seems to be quickly on the wane. Jeffrey Kaufman returned today to check on the oil-soaked marsh he photographed 2 months ago. Jeffrey.
Good evening, Diane. You know, it was almost a month after the rig explosion that we first saw oil come ashore in those remote marshes. Today, to see where things stand on day 100, we went back to those same marshes again. And what we saw today was not what we expected to be seeing by now.
As we began our journey on the Mississippi on day 100, a surprising sight, that collection of massive skimmer boats assembled from across the country, sitting at anchor. Apparently, there's no oil to skim.
Are you heading back out to skim?
We moved on. Our destination, Pasalutra. It was here in the eastern marshes of the Mississippi on May 18th that we waded ashore with biologist Maura Wood to see the very first oil from the rig disaster make landfall.
Here's the problem. It's so sticky.
Today, as we made our way towards those same marshes in Pasalutra, we saw no oil in the water. We saw oil boom, but no oil on it. This was my report on May 18th.
But today, it's arrived. This is the exact spot I was kneeling in 2 months ago. There was a thick pool of oil right here. There's no sign of it now, although we are finding some signs of what looks like fresh oil. But at the time, it seemed like we were witnessing the leading edge of what was going to be an invasion of oil into these magnificent marshlands. It didn't happen.
A little further on in the marshes that face the Gulf, we found these workers replacing oil boom.
What's your report card today? It's day 100.
It's getting better every day.
That is Mike King. He has been doing oil response work across the Gulf since the first week of this disaster. He says he hasn't seen oil come ashore for more than a month.
In the beginning, I figured we'd be here maybe 2 or 3 years cleaning this up.
You thought you'd be here 2 or 3 years?
Yeah. Now, if we make it another 6 to 8 months, I'd be surprised.
You know, Diane, on day 100, we keep hearing this spill, this disaster compared to the Exxon Valdez, and we can compare the numbers of birds that have been oiled. Here in the Gulf, we're talking about a total of 2,800 birds. Almost half of them have died. And while it's clear that one dead bird, one oiled bird is too many, compare that to the Exxon Valdez spill in 1989, when more than 250,000 birds were killed.